So California is gonna hit their citizens with a mileage tax, and well, you know what? I'm gonna let this guy explain it for you.
California State Representative Carl DeMaio here, and this is my car, a 2016 Jeep Wrangler. I love driving this car, even though it doesn't get the best gas mileage. I'm not going to go electric. I like to pump gas, but I also know that means I have to pay the state's insane gas tax, the highest in the country. But now California politicians are about to hit us with a double whammy. To have the privilege to drive in California, you know what they want now? And on top of that sky-high gas tax, they want a mileage tax. So not only are you paying at the pump, but you're also going to be paying for every mile you drive. 6 to 9 cents per mile, which is about $1,000 per driver per year in higher taxes. A
Shit.
mileage tax. This is insane. Join me, Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California, in stopping the California mileage tax. Go to reformcalifornia.org, reformcalifornia.org, sign up for the fight, and share this video with your friends. Stop the mileage tax in California. No more money grabs for the privilege of just driving on crappy roads in California. California's
Yeah, reformcalifornia.org. Make sure you go there and fuck off this mileage tax. Man, that's so freaking expensive. Like $1,000 a year. How can a normie afford that? Like we already couldn't afford to go out to go drinking already, right? What makes them? What makes Californian politician think that we could afford this mileage tax, which can cost about $1,000? Let me see. I drive about 5,000 miles a year. Let me pull up. Okay, 5,000 times 0.06. Oh, that's $300. That's not that bad. That's not the worst, but I still don't want to pay it. That's like registration fee. Well, that's on the lower end. I think you have to pay more when you're. I don't know what kind of rule they have, like what will cost more or less. But if it's 9 cents, that'll be 450, right? And that's what these people want. They just wanna just take advantage. These politicians, they're not making enough money. Their lobster's not buttery enough. Steak ain't juicy enough. Oh, why not just make a little more and milk the citizens for more money? Simple, right? Simple strategy. No one's talking about it too, by the way. No liberal woman is complaining about this. No Democratic men are complaining about this because Democrat. Well, I mean the older. Well, actually no. Democrat men and women, they're just too busy protesting against ICE, bitching and yammering, and working at their cush job. And then the husbands that are conservative, that are married to these liberal women, they're too busy working, making a lot of money, so they can keep paying for their liberal wives' brunch. It's so crazy because like these liberal women, they usually just end up marrying a conservative guy. Bunch of clueless dots.
Plans to implement a mileage tax. Right now in the state of California, we pay the highest gas taxes in the nation. And now if you use those roads, you will be taxed per mile. In my own case, I drove a lot of miles and I commute a lot, even to get up here to Sacramento. And if a mileage tax was implemented last year, I would have paid more in a mileage tax than my property taxes. This is a direct assault on the everyday Californians that are just trying to make it here. And now they're going after everybody. If you can't afford a electric vehicle, you will be double taxed. You will have to pay the gas tax and a mileage tax every year. This is the insanity coming out of Sacramento. This is why we need people to reject this take ideology that is coming out of the legislature here in Sacramento. Get involved. There is an election coming up this year, and we need you. We need you to support. If you
Well, you need to bump out Gavin Newsom, man. Holy crap. That guy is a sewer rat. He feigns ignorance, right? And he's a hypocrite. He's rich as fuck. Do you expect, honestly, right? People hate Donald Trump because he's rich and he's doing all these things that are supposedly bad. But primarily they hate him because he's rich, right? Gavin Newsom's rich too. Why don't they hate him?
and I spent our weekend driving.
A mileage tax is a working class tax. Democrat politician blew the budget. Now they want working families to pay for it. Yeah, they do. Do you think that they will ever tax the rich? They have not taxed the rich. The only guy that taxed the rich is Donald Trump. So, all, all these like rich politicians sitting in office, just they like to divert the attention. No, 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 Donald Trump's a problem. Oh, it's the ICE. Gosh darn, you people are so distracted. Dude, then I don't think. Let me see. I know a bunch of working class people. They drive like 10,000 miles a year. That would be about $600. Actually, yeah, about $600 on the minimum. That would be the minimum. Like if it's more, then it would be $900 per year, and that's a lot to bleed out your ass, right? Like as if the situation with our wage not keeping up with inflation and the cost of living isn't an issue. Now it's just everything is a shit fest, right? That politician wants to keep milking more money off of us. They're fucking rich already. Like, well, they just want to keep taking more money from poor people. I'm surprised no one is rioting at like the house of whatever in Sacramento, right? They're not going to the council in Sacramento just pouring manure with their tractors. Like the French did that, right? When the French got tractors or shovels or whatever the fuck, they just picked up a bunch of shit and they poured it on the front door of the council building in Paris. And next day, they changed their stance. They stopped. They reduced the price on diesel and leave the farmers alone because the farmers were putting up a fight. But Californians too busy eating their brunch, too busy sipping on their lattes, too busy complaining. They have too much time on their hand where to enjoy life, where they just cannot really they don't have any attention to the actual problem, right? They want a virtue signal and show people that they're these good, nice, moral people by bitching and complaining about ICE when they if you really do care about the common folk, go to Sacramento, right? And yell at the politicians that's stealing money from poor people. But they won't do it because they're lazy. They don't really care. They genuinely don't care. They just want to look good in front of people. That's all the video already. These morons, why they're about to pay $4,200 a year. I don't know if it's $4,200 a year. That's a bit high for a number, but it's more like $1,000 realistically. Let me see. I know my sister drove like 15,000 miles for her job. And I know a guy that drove 30,000 miles. He did Uber. Oh yeah, Uber's gonna be more expensive, right? They're gonna have an excuse to increase the cost of Uber. Is it really? Is it that expensive? I don't think it's that expensive. At least like Uber X for me, it costs like $10 when it's chill, but when it's busy, it can cost $30. This clown Wiener and his cronies in California legislature are trying to pass a new form of vehicle tax, a mileage tax of 6 to 8 cents a mile. You will be required to install a mileage monitor. Write your California state reps to vote no on AB. Okay. 1421 drive 10K equals $600 extra per year. Don't tell mom or dad. Is this AI? This looks like it's AI, right? This guy looks like a pervert, and he has a book that says this. I don't know. I don't know what Wiener looks like, but I do imagine him looking like this: a dude with a creepy smile and glasses. Hot damn.
Not just about raising your gas